Hello and welcome to the module on creating or breaking ionic compounds. In this module we look at ionic compounds and their component anions and cations. Please note that all ionic compounds consist of two parts, the cation and the anion. I know that in the past you may have memorized that it's metal plus nonmetal, and that's still true, but it's even more general to say cation plus anion, because that cation doesn't have to be a metal. It could be something like NH4 plus that is a cation but has no metal. And recognize that ionic compounds are held together because those opposite charges attract. Alright, so building our chemical formula, if we know our cation and anion, then it's just a matter of putting them together until the charges add to zero. So the charges must sum to 0. Alright, so Na plus and F minus, when I just add one of each of these, I see that I get 0. A 1 plus plus a 1 minus equals 0. So these go together in a 1-to-1 ratio. The chemical formula is simply NaF. That changes for the next example. Mg2 plus F minus. I have a 2 plus, I have a 1 minus. So do you see that I need two of the minuses to balance out the two pluses? So I need to times 2 here. So I write that in the formula, MgF2. The next example flips it a little bit. I have a 1 plus and I have a 2 minus. I see that in order to balance the 2 minus, I need to have 2 pluses. So that becomes Na2S. Now what about when we have the name? Given the name, we break it into its component ions. K plus is potassium ion. Chloride is Cl minus. I see these are 1-to-1, and so I know that the chemical formula is KCl. With silver nitrate. Now silver is not a representative element. It's a transition metal on the periodic table, but it's a special case that does not require Roman numerals. Silver is Ag+. Please commit that to memory. So I have Ag+, nitrate. I see an ATE, that's an oxoanion that I had to memorize as NO3 minus. I see I have 1 plus, 1 minus, so it's AgNO3. I don't need parentheses since I just have 1. Great. Now I have aluminum. Oh, that's on the third column on the periodic table, so it's 3 plus. Chloride, IDE says no O's, so it's just Cl. Now I see that I need times 3 of the 1 minus, so it's AlCl3. That one throws students a lot. So what compound is created from the combination of aluminum, which is a solid in its standard state, and chloride, let's call it the aluminum ion. This is going to be AlCl3, as we just noticed. And another example here. What are the products of dissociation? Oh, so we're starting off with copper 2 nitrate. It's going to be copper 2 nitrite, To break those up, it becomes copper 2 plus aqueous and nitrite, NO2 minus aqueous. So these are two examples applying what we know above, either making the chemical formula from the ions or taking the chemical formula and breaking it into its ions. This skill has many applications. Best luck!